I watched Eurovision on Friday. Did everyone see that over the weekend? The Will Ferrell movie?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Any good?
Well, everyone on the big response on Twitter seems to be, it's not terrible. Therefore, I liked it.
I think that's because all the reviews that came out on the Thursday were all like, well, this is shit. It's very, very bad.
It's really bad.
No, I liked it.
What did you think, Laurie?
I really enjoyed it. I just thought it was really stupid, and it's definitely not a good film. Like it's not amazing, but it's funny enough. I enjoyed it.
Funny enough, put that on the poster.
Yeah, well, but this is the thing about. I thought all the reviews were just very po-faced about the whole thing and being like, "This, what were they? They were just expecting some sort of brilliant satire of Eurovision." And I don't know. I think it was perfectly fine as a film about being singers in a rubbish competition that nobody really wants to win anyway.
It's got a great soundtrack. I think some of the original songs are actually bangers. It's got fantastic cameos from Eurovision personalities, but Dan
Stevens is fantastic.
Dan Stevens and Rachel McAdams is so good as well. But I don't think Will Ferrell's funny anymore. I'm worried that he might not be funny outside of Ron Burgundy.
Has anyone attempted to watch Watson and Holmes or Holmes and Watson?
Oh no.
Me and Kate couldn't make more than 10 minutes. Like, we watched the first scene and we were like, oh dear, this is quite bad. And then we started watching the second scene and we're like, this is really, really awful. And
you worry it's because it's all improv now, though. Like, I mean, Anchorman, they filmed so much improv that they had a second film to make. And when they made Anchorman 2, they did the same thing, but forgot to stop the scenes when the funniest joke happened. I feel like this is now just Will Ferrell's comedy, is just saying stuff and hoping it's funny.
Yeah. It's basically where you have a scene that has a punchline, but you're like, well, why have one punchline when we can have 5? Do you like to hear 5 punchlines to the same setup?
Of decreasing quality.
So I'm just looking at his IMDb page here. Eurovision, I wasn't a fan of. It's structurally unsound. Nothing makes, like, the sort of emotional points they're trying to hit are completely undermined by the complete lack of risk and stuff being out of order. Did you not think that, Laurie?
Yeah, like there was a bit where I was like, oh, so that's why it's in Edinburgh. I was just like, I thought it was in Edinburgh because I thought he was going to swim to it at one point. I was like, he's going to swim or go on the boat with his dad. And then he just got on the plane. And I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
That would have been really good.
Yeah, I was like, well, I just thought that would be like the kind of Anchorman, he's blind with the shark thing again. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of it didn't make sense. And I was fine with that. The elves bit was brilliant, I thought. Thank you. Enjoy the biscuits.
I wasn't into it.
Ollie absolutely hated
it.
it.
So he made that, a film called Downhill. He made Between Two Ferns, the movie, which he's in very briefly. And he is good in that, but I'm not going to count that as... I'm talking Will Ferrell-led things. Lots of late-night appearances. Lego Movie 2, second part, not going to count that. Holmes and Watson.
Holmes and Watson, let's not forget, is so shit Sony didn't want to release it. And they tried to sell it to Netflix, and Netflix said no. Like, not even Netflix wanted it. And they'll post up anything.
Oh, yeah. But they did weirdly, they did off the back of that clearly commissioned the Eurovision film. So,
yeah.
Daddy's Home 2.
Now I know a lot of people shit all over the Daddy's Home 2 film because Mel Gibson's in it. And he's sort of like revered as a bit of a godlike character within that. It is quite sort of like, you know, it's Gibson porn in some sense, because it is just every character fawning over him, despite all the things that he has said and done. But I do quite like Daddy's Home 2. I think it's really funny. And I think Mark Wahlberg's excellent in it. I love John Cena in the movie as well. I like both Daddy's Home movies. I'm going to go on the record.
But so for you, Will Ferrell stopped being good in 2017 after the masterpiece that's Daddy's Home 2.
Well, I haven't seen Eurovision yet, so I don't know if this is a return to form in my eyes yet.
Very much is, Luke.
I mean, to be honest, I thought Anchorman 2 is one of the dirt worst comedies I've ever seen in my life. It's not Holmes and Watson bad, because that is just the absolute worst. But I was in the cinema going like, this is so shit. It's unbelievable how shit this film is. It's so shit that it managed to do all the same jokes from the first one, but worse, and then adds nothing new to it either.
I didn't realize that until 6 months after it came out. I went to see the second version in the cinema, and I was still like, haha, it's funny. It's funny. And then I just got really sad after the fact. The House wasn't bad, but I wouldn't say it was even.
I like The House.
Yeah, I watched that last weekend. It's really, like a lot of things at the moment, the funniest thing in it is Jason Mantzoukas.
Mm.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, the torture scene is so
Yeah.
good. It's like, give it to
Zoolander 2, that is terrible.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's so bad.
But I've heard it's bad.
Yeah. And we got Daddy's Home 1. Get Hard.
With Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I saw that on a plane, which isn't the best place to judge stuff, but I thought it was pretty rubbish.
A perfect plane movie is what I would say. Like, sometimes you just need a movie that is going to be 90 minutes and that is going to kill some of the time of the plane journey that you're on. And that is what Get Hard is all about.
So the Lego Movie 2014, he is a big part of that.
Yeah. Nah,
so maybe that's it.
Yeah, but he's not the lead, though, is he?
Yeah, it's not a Will Ferrell vehicle.
There it is. It's not a Will. There it is. Yeah, it's not a Will Ferrell vehicle.
Okay, then we've got Anchorman 2 in 2013, The Campaign in 2012, which I think's pretty crap.
That is crap. Yeah,
with Zach Galifianakis, an excellent run in Eastbound and Down.
Galifianakis, I believe it is.
Whatever. Tim and Eric's $1 Billion Movie, very funny, but he's only a bit part. Megamind.
It's an anime movie, yeah.
Everything Must Go. Remember when he went through his indie stage? That's one of those.
Stranger Than Fiction.
Now, 2010, The Other Guys. Maybe that's it. I like The Other Guys.
Yeah, that was pretty good, yeah.
So 10 years ago.
Wow. Land of the Lost. I forgot he made that.
I can't. I watched 5 minutes of that and I couldn't bear it.
But before that, Step Brothers, Semi-Pro, Blades of Glory. I love Blades of Glory.
So good.
Talladega Nights. Love Talladega Nights. Wedding Crashers, a cameo.
But he's so good in Wedding Crashers, though. Idiot. What an idiot.
Kicking and Screaming's really good. It's where he's like a football coach, a soccer coach. And then Anchorman, Starsky and Hutch. Elf. Old School.
Yeah,
Elf's rubbish.
Oh, come on now, Laurie. Just because you hate Christmas, that's unfair.
Do you mean that, Laurie?
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me.
Hey.
Oh yeah, he is in that, isn't he? He's in both of them. Yeah.
Because if you ask him something 3 times,
yeah,
he's. So there you go, everyone. We've answered it. Will Ferrell hasn't been properly good since 2010.
Wow. And yet he'll have another movie out next year.
Hey, Adam Sandler's been doing it.
Yeah, I mean, he nearly got nominated for an Oscar this year, though. So, it could happen for anyone.
I just need to wait on Will Ferrell's Uncut Gems.
Exactly. I've yet to see the new Sandler project on Netflix. The Wrong Missy, I think it is, with David Spade. And I believe Roman Reigns is in it.
Oh, so briefly.
Oh, yeah.
So briefly. Me and Anna watched it with a lot of wine. That didn't even